Hey everybody, Gunner and Bird here. It's Tuesday again, so that means
No storage place.
Talk. That's jive talk from now on.
Nudity on slick paper.
it means we're back to some weirdness. Some weirdness.
I don't ever remember leaving the weirdness.
Well, we had all that Christmas stuff, and then Crider, that was awesome. But then we had Terminator or Predator New Blood, and that sapped absolutely everything from me.
Yeah.
Well, half of that and half of you just going, blah, 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 politics, blah, 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 politics. So we're making conscious efforts to tone that fucking down, aren't we, Bird?
I love how he only blamed me, but I remember you bitching just as much before.
Well, more bullshit. You wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise. I'm just sitting here like this. So, but we're making a conscious effort to tone that down from now on, aren't we, Bird? But we'll see what happens, because you never know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
What you gotta do in living color. I'm sorry. Stuck in my head now.
Well, but yeah, what we're doing today is get a food safe attitude. It is a bizarre 90s PSA about food safety music video.
I love the fact that all these women went to the rail yard and beat the shit out of a bunch of conductors to steal their hats.
But yeah, we'll get into that right now because it starts with this great 90s spin transition where it do like, and we get to see the fucking 4 brightly colored clothes multicultural women, pregnant women.
Yeah, and like, in
overalls and floppy jean hats.
Yeah, so they were all dressed like Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh!
Or there was another guy. Wasn't it another guy that wore overalls and he wore like the poopy hat? It wasn't Hercules. It was another dude.
I don't remember.
He was another farm-like guy. I can't remember.
Hillbilly Jim?
Huh?
Hillbilly Jim? I don't know.
That was him. That was Hillbilly Jim. Hillbilly Jim had the overalls and shit. And I think he had
a big floppy hat. Didn't he have like a big floppy brown hat? Jason, did he have a big floppy brown hat?
I think so. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's what it reminded me of. But yeah, and also hard vibes of living color hit me when I saw it,
But it's featuring the fucking kicking rap group, the 2B Moms. Right. And you might be looking at that and be like, hey, what was that?
No, go ahead, you first. You started.
I was going to say, well, you might be looking at this and being like, hey, that chick in the pink shirt looks kind of familiar. Well, she should if you're one of our viewers.
You'll remember her having a donger at one point.
It's Felicia Rose, Angela from goddamn Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, killer. And then panning back and all you see is a shadow and a little ding dong.
I'm sorry. Now I'm just thinking of Sleepaway Camp, and I'm just like really wishing this thing had Ricky in it.
Eat shit and live, Bill.
But it doesn't, so.
I'm scared to death to say anything else controversial or anything, because YouTube just be deleting my shit.
Well, I was going to get into that in the Chronicles, so we could just say, because there's like a tinge of bird fear, it's because his personal YouTube channel got deleted for comments and shit he'd be saying. Permanently banned for life.
And I'm telling you, I know which one it was. It was the one that I said about Lindsey Graham's hips being sore.
But we're not going to get into that now, which I'm pretty sure you said. Let's just move on. How about that? Because I don't want to call attention to anything. Because now I got the fear.
I guess never call attention. Well, we should never mention Lindsey Graham's hips because that can get you taken off.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's dipping a little too close into politics. So we're going to move on, right? It cuts to the actual music video part where, it's called All About Time. And we have this chick that they're going bump, bump, bump it up. Bump, 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 bump it. Bump, 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 bump it. Bump, 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 bump it. 1, 2, 3, hit it. So
Oh,
What is it?
Say, what is it? Hey, Wyatt Buttercup. Popcorn and sweet cream butter, too hot popcorn. Mix it up, wrap it up, Buttercup is born.
It's delicious.
So nutritious.
It's a taste delight.
It's so munchy,
Crisp and crunchy.
you'll enjoy each bite. Eat butter-drenched Buttercup popcorn at its best.
Served in a king-size cup.
It beats all the rest.
they're doing cookies today, like all day. Like, I'm all about it because I get to hang out down here and I get to have chocolate chip cookies, which are like my favorite. I gotta have them as soon as they come off. Like my dad, as soon as fried chicken hits the plate, dude, he has to dig into it. You know, sweat pouring out of his eyes. He's literally like doing that thing where you get something hot in your mouth, you're going, you know. He does that like immediately, and that's what I am with chocolate chip cookies. It hits the plate, I'm trying to bite on it. I'm like, it's just a thing that my family's been doing for generations. You know, like 100 years ago, my ancestors were like eating like a fucking hot, I don't know, buzzard or whatever the hell they killed that day, and they were like, and they're like, oh, slow down, Jebediah. You know, Jesus. Like a reconstruction up there. Just looking for a leaf tearing the whole house apart.
But what I was saying was, you think they're saying bump it up because of, like, you know, their baby bumps?
Right.
Yeah. I was gonna say fuck pregnant bitches. That's just, you know.
Pregnant women or sometimes, I don't know. I never had a problem with pregnant women.
Well, I know because you've impregnated 40 of them.
Yeah.
You don't have a problem with them because you create them.
You're right.
And then after they're done being pregnant, you're like, out. I figured it out. You just like pregnant women.
Yeah.
Were you rubbing it out to this?
Maybe. Just think, 3 of those chicks in that dancing thing were probably mine.
Oh no, dude. Well, maybe.
So let's not paint that awful of a picture. I don't get women pregnant and then just go, Pearl.
I know, it was a joke.
It's after they get to know me, they make me go, Pearl.
When they get to know you, they go, Pearl.
Yeah, with another crazy guy. Trumpers. My ex, she's with a hardcore Trumper. Like, they're all in together. They all think everything's George Soros and Barack Obama's fault. Yeah! I don't know. They're all QAnon, dude. They try to get them QAnon necklaces for Christmas.
Well, anyway, moving on from that, because it's dipping a little too close, we're going to go into pregnant line dancing.
Here we go. Come on.
I don't want to give QAnon any ideas. They'll be like, necklaces? That's fantastic!
I'm sure they exist. So yeah, how did you enjoy that pregnant line dancing?
I liked it a lot.
Well, I know that you have a thing for pregnant women, so was this the point you were starting to, like, you know, get a little tightening in your jeans?
Just a little bit, like, yeah, but I like, in their honor, I was wearing my old school 90s blown out crisscross jeans, so, like, even if I had a hard on, you wouldn't be able to.
Well, dude, you wouldn't even be able to pull it out because crisscross wore their jeans backwards.
Yeah, but I did. I don't know.
Did you?
I tried.
Then how did crisscross jeans?
I had to pee, you know, so it really sucked trying to, like, do the back button to get the zipper down, pull this part off.
So now it busts into the chorus that is time, all about time.
Come on. Time, it's all about time. No reason, no rhyme, it's all about time.
And this goes on for how fucking long, Terry?
Forever! Yeah, for a straight minute, Terry, and that's what she fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but don't go any further than that.
God forbid we mention anybody else from whatever. We're not even allowed to say words. We're just gonna try to, you know, like, you know, the good, you know, oh, good. And then somebody's like, what are they trying to do? Like, we're not allowed to say fucking words. So we have to sing like it's a goddamn game. Like, try to guess what I'm talking about. And they're like, Jaws. You're like, no, god damn it. This sucks. Like, we watched the movie. What was the movie? We're not allowed to say the title. But what was it? It had a. Well, we're not allowed to say what the actual thing was. They're like, dinosaur? Shut up! Where it was a rah 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 and a rah rah rah, and there was a guy that went blah blah blah, and then rah rah rah. I'm like, that's how we have to explain everything because we're not allowed to fucking say anything.
But that whole entire rant that Burgess did is reference to For Whom the Jingle Bell Tolls, which got taken down because of Ric Flair. But then I was able to cut Ric Flair out of it on YouTube, so now it's back up, but with no Ric Flair. Well, for like a millisecond of Ric Flair.
I don't care. I'm nobody, but I don't care. I'm gonna call Ric Flair. I'm gonna get a hold of him somehow. And I'm like, Rick, can you film a thing of you doing that same line and send it to me? So fuckface, thick neck 80-year-old steroid abuser McMahon can't come in and go, man, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, you're worth billions. You care about one little video, you prick.
Yeah, I mean, thank God, I guess it's a Terry one.
Hey, why doesn't Vince take a look at how much money we're making every year, and then he can judge whether or not it's worth taking something from us? Fuckface.
But yeah, it's like, thank God that Terry thing's from a Japanese wrestling thing and not WWE, because I would be so sad if Terry... Dude, how many episodes of ours would go away because of Terry?
I love Terry.
But anyway.
I want to punch Vince McMahon in his carrot steroid titties.
Okay.
They're there. He's got the stuff. I mean, that's what happens when you're doing steroids in your 60s, Vince.
Well, 2 weeks in a row talking about steroid carrot titties.
Hey, fellas, it's a real thing. So if you're sitting here injecting some shit into your bum right now, you best go take a look at that. You're like, goddamn, Bird wasn't lying. Carrot titties. I don't want carrot titties.
So, moving on from...
real natural.
So,
not
moving
one of
on
these
from...
fuckers, these fucking YouTube influencers that do all kinds of roids, get jacked, and then go on, does a channel and tells everybody how to be natural. That's a fucking lie. Because nobody can call them out. Nobody can be like, go do the test. Go get a test. I want to see how natural you are, slut. You're covered in veins, dickhead. Don't tell me you're natural. I got all this by eating nothing but apples and broccoli. Fuck you.
Anyway, I've heard you do this rant before, so that means everybody's heard you do this rant before.
They're making bank lying.
But anyway, back to food safety. We get Felicia fucking Rose doing goddamn rap about goddamn getting ready for dinner and grocery shopping.
In a hurry, gotta scurry, meal time on its way. Crowds are coming, kids are yelling, good grief, what a day. Down the aisle, keep your smile, meats and chicken for a while. Read the label, ain't no fable before you leave the store, bring the chorus.
You know what the problem is that like if they really wanted to see natural, let me pull my fat ass out for him and start working out a little bit. You were like, yeah, he's got muscle tone, but there's still some fat there. I'm like, that's the fucking reality, bro. There it is. That's the reality. You think you're gonna come out of this with six packs on all sides? You kidding? Shit.
I mean, go for it, man. Go make that channel.
You have to die to get there. You literally have to die. Anybody that's ever gotten there tells people all the time. You have to damn near kill yourself to get there. So it's like the American dream, dude. It's all an illusion.
Now we get the chorus again and pregnant line dancing. For fucking how long, Terry?
Forever!
Damn, I'm so scared even to even bring Terry in, because it's like, I'm just scared to put any clips of anything in. We're going to have to go back to the Netflix days when it's just me and you sitting there going, this happened. You can't see it, but it happened.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the chicks that were dancing. You know, like the whole thing. Like it bothered me in a way because I'm like, well, is this geared towards single mothers, or is this just about the woman pregnant? You know, like these videos, they start a trend of like the whole thing of like dad never being there. You know, dad never being involved. I mean, that's a stereotype that's gonna stick for life. Is that mom's always around and nurturing, and dad's never there.
It happens a lot.
Okay, it's obviously not the case for everybody. Your dad was there, my dad was there.
Dude, but that's a different generation. This is starting in the fucking 90s when everybody just started losing their fucking minds.
What does that mean? Like fathers all of a sudden were like, I don't want to be with my children anymore.
Dude, fathers were like that from the caveman days. Being like, I'm leaving this cave and going to another cave and starting another family.
Maybe that's that animal thing I was talking about. I'm just saying, like, I think it's an unfair stereotype. You know, nobody runs around going deadbeat mom, even though there are some out there. You know, nobody coins the phrase, or it doesn't roll off the tongue as easy as deadbeat dad. You know, it's like because I like you're automatically branded that no matter what. Like you could be the most loving father in the world. You know, but
also this is all from personalness because this is a second time you've done this rant in like 2 weeks, so I figure you have some shit going on. So how about moving on from that?
I'm just it's close to the holidays, and it always sucks for me.
Well, it's way after the holidays when this runs, but like, yeah.
Yeah, but in reality, it's close to the holidays. And,
Yeah. So anyway, I guess let's cut back to the next verse about time management with grocery shopping.
Do your errands first, grocery shopping last, then get the food right home. Don't you know that germs can grow if you take the time to roam? You know what I'm saying?
And then we get a little verse about fucking how the warm car is a breeding ground for bacteria.
A car that's hot is a germ's best spot for growing out of control. So what do? You keep your food cold. After it's sold, then you'll be on a roll. Let me hear it.
So carry a fridge in the back of your car every day.
But guess what we get? We get goddamn the chorus again.
Time, it's all about time. No reason, no rhyme. It's all about time.
And dancing and grocery shopping. I fucking love Terry.
Dude, these chicks have been bouncing and jiggling and banging around, and all their kids are coming out with something wrong. You know, I don't think you're supposed to be doing damn near, jazzercise like aerobics while pregnant. You know, kicking your knee way up into your stomach, like, gah, gah, gah. I don't think you're supposed to do that. You know, I mean,
So we're basically saying that we don't think these bitches were pregnant.
No, obviously not. They threw some pillows in them and were like, all right, dance around, lady. They had careers, dude. They're not getting pregnant. Not until, like, they start getting old and haggard. That's when they decide they're going to, like, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas, you know, they wait till they're in their 80s. And they're like, let's have a kid now. That's responsible. Like, so we'll get to know him when he's 3, and then we're both going to fucking die. You know, it's like, yeah, he'll be rich as balls, but he won't have any parents.
I mean,
you know?
they're rich. They're rich enough to be kept alive, dude. Look at Kirk Douglas.
This is not coming from something personal because I never banged an 80-year-old. Obviously.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they're rich enough to keep them alive. Look at Kirk Douglas. They kept him alive for fucking way too long. Looking like a lopsided skeleton.
What do you mean they? Like, there's a cave somewhere where there's scientists working on old actors like Bane and shit? Like, putting a juice...
Dude, I'm telling you, dude. They kept Kirk Douglas alive too fucking long. He looked like a lopsided skeleton.
Dude, Kurt... Yes, dear.
Too bad I couldn't hear any of that. It was just all broken up.
Thank God. Nobody needs to hear her bitching and whining about cookies. Woman!
So on that note, we're gonna go to an intermission.
I'm gonna give her my charger. I might just wrap this around her neck.
So anyway, yeah, let's go to that intermission.
On sale at our concession stand, try the perfect refreshment. Chili Dilly, a delicious pickle treat that's spiced just right for every bite. Economical, too. There's no waste. You eat every bit of the juicy goodness of Chili Dilly. How about trying one right now? Chili Dilly, on sale at our concession stand. You'll love them.
Okay, we're back from intermission, and we're getting into the third verse about fucking fridge and freezer temps.
Attack those food germs by degrees. 40 in the fridge, 0 in the freeze.
Fridge and freezer temps.
But before we get into anything else, scratch and repeat.
Attack those food germs by degrees. 40 in the fridge, 0 in the freeze.
Yeah, that happened. And we get more bacteria fucking rapping.
The colder they get, the slower they grow. And then when you cook them, you lay them down low. Ayo, 1, 2, 3. Protect your body and the baby.
Which is not like a bad thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing that people, are getting to learn about bacteria, especially nowadays, and whatever else, God knows. Because now, I don't want to hear the news anymore. And I honestly apologize for bringing politics up at any point in this. But, every time you turn the news, they're like, oh, we think the disease is mutating and it's starting to resist things and it's doing this and that. And you're like, yay! I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit.
We need Angela to do a mask song, like a mask rap verse. I'm sure she'd be fine with it. Give her like $75. She'll put on a set of overalls, put a fucking mask on, and rap about fucking mask safety. Dude. People will listen to Angela and her cock.
Dude, I saw that little kid from Brooklyn. I think he was on Jimmy Kimmel or something. He was I don't know, he's 6'9", something like that. Whatever. All I know is this kid has more brains than all the adults out there. Mother's like, oh, it's a nice day. The mother's like, oh, it's a nice day, we should go out. He's like, it's a fucking lockdown. He's from Brooklyn out. But it was awesome. He said, it's a fucking lockdown. You need to fucking stay inside. I'm like, yes! This kid needs to be ahead of the task force. I would put this kid right next to Dr. Fauci. Fauci could tell him all the science shit, and then we go turn a little kid, and he'd say, stay the fuck inside.
Yes! Can Michael Rappaport be part of it, from his video?
Get your fucking kids in the fucking house.
I would definitely put Michael in there. Yes, I forgot all about his one rant that one time.
Get your fucking kids in the fucking house.
I'm not asking, please. I'm telling motherfuckers, stay your little punk, dirty, shit-stained ass inside. Get your fucking kids in the fucking house.
Yes, I would play that video, that music video, right after. That would play while Fauci came on and after they walked off.
Get your fucking kids in the fucking house. Fuck all that. Get your little dirty, fucking grubby, selfish, YOLO, fucking dumb, tattooed faces in the fucking house. Parents, get your fucking kids. Remember that old PSA back in the 70s? It's 9 a.m. Do you know where your kids are? This shit's 24/7. Get your fucking kids in the fucking house.
Yeah. Damn it. Now I'm going to have to find that music video now.
Whatever.
Hey, whatever. It's fun. At least it's not fucking fat, chubby, carrot-tittied fucking Predator ripoffs. But anyway, this is where it's almost over because we cut back to the fucking chorus and dancing for how fucking long, Terry?
Forever! 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 Time, it's all about time. No reason, no time.
And we're out.
I was gonna say the main character in that Predator movie, like his name would have been Dutch Blow.
Dutch oven. But I don't know why, dude. That one's just sticking in my head as being like a hate one.
I hate
don't know why. Like the Predator. And I hate like none of the Christmas ones stuck like that. None of these other ones did. It's just that one's like
the one I didn't like. The one I really didn't like the most was the Grinch and Santa Rick Fox.
See, I loved that one. I thought that one was great.
I don't know. The Grinch guy was just annoying to me.
Nah, dude, he was eating the scenery. So yeah, that was the strange, bizarre weirdness that was food safety rap to be moms. I don't know. But on that note, and Bird doing a cyclone until he passes out for Gunner and Bird. Oh my God. We'll see you next week.
Oh,
Oh. I guess they're gonna have to pay attention into like later into the outtakes to understand just what you were doing right there. I mean, our people know what you were doing, but if you don't know, watch the outtakes.
Keep me young.
You say keeps you young?
Yes.
So yeah, that was that. But I'm gonna stop and start again.
Did you get a strong and living color vibe from this video?
I mean, it's because it was from those fucking years.
Huh?
I said it's from those years. It's from the early '90s, and they were all brightly colored and whatnot.
Baggy ass blue jeans. You know,
The pregnant fly girls.
They're basically singing about like grocery shopping while pregnant, right?
Yeah, but more food safety. But yeah, a lot of it did include grocery shopping.
Okay. I was just curious, like, what's the message? What are they saying? Like,
Be careful how you store and cook your food, because you'll hurt your baby.
yeah, but this was all basically geared towards single mothers whose fathers are now in prison.
Maybe. Who knows? Because I mean, we didn't get to see the rest of it. Because like I said, I'm telling you, this was part of another fucking. There was something else to this. Because I did find another part of it on YouTube, but it was somebody else's crappy edit of the original thing. Are you doing the thing where you're blowing through fucking oh, how am I supposed to fucking know?
But yes,
You're like a 16-year-old kid again. You gotta hide your closet to jerk off. You gotta blow through fabric softeners. That's why you keep that roll of toilet paper down there. That is why you keep that roll of toilet paper down there, so you can when you hide to jerk off.
dude, whether you got kids or not, you're still gonna hide to jerk off. Nobody just does it out in the open.
Well, I mean, you're hiding. I'm talking about hiding. I'm not talking about just sitting in your house doing it, because I guess technically, yes, that is hiding when you're jerking off, because if you're outside jerking off, that's something you shouldn't be doing.
No, not something I would recommend.
Yeah, because look at that fucking dude that did that documentary or whatever that went all crazy and jerked it off in the middle of the fucking street.
Yeah, or look at that guy Tubin from CNN.
But he wasn't just a fucking idiot, because it's like, dude, you were just on a fucking Zoom thing. Really? You need to just be like, okay, this is over. Not even hit click, just blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, right. Like, you're like, I was right in the middle of doing something, and they're like, I could see if he was right in the middle of doing that, and they're like, hey, we got to do a video real quick. He was like, all right. So he did the video. He was like, he thought it was up, but he was like,
Well, I'll say two things. It's like, that's still fucking, that'd be just like instantly hanging up from talking to you and just pulling it out. and just start jerking. Because the absolute last thing I want to do after talking to you for any amount of time is jerk my fucking meat.
I would hope not. I'd be a little bit concerned if that was the first go-to.
And two, if you know you're gonna do that, if not, hell, you can just probably just cover up your laptop fucking camera with like a Band-Aid anyway.
Yeah, like everybody does. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes. These people are weird, man.
People are weird. Not even these people, just people.
People are weird. People do strange things now.
Yeah.
Well, porn is so readily available. I mean, you know, just a click of a button, you can see all the kind of weird porn you want. You know, I mean, to the point now where it's like I don't even look at it anymore because I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Dude,
not.
no,
Like I don't need. It's not like I need anything more exciting. Like it's all boring now, and I need to see horses on horses or something like that. You know.
but you were saying about how porn being so widely available and everything. It's like, dude, imagine you're on a public bus, right? Imagine out of all of those people on a packed public bus on their phones, how many of them are looking at porn at that exact moment? Probably like 30%, I bet.
Probably. Well, because we're wild animals. We don't want to accept it. We want to pretend like we're different from every other animal on this planet. You see my two neighbors' dogs, they go in the backyard. They don't even care. No one's looking. They're just on top of each other, like bang, 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 bang. As soon as they go outside, bang, bang, bang. It don't matter. They get outside, they sniff the snow for 10 seconds. Next thing you know, they're banging. And I'm like, that's what we want to do. But we try to like repress it. We're animals. We want to kill with our bare hands and eat flesh. We want to fuck rocks and trees and anything that moves. We are wild animals. We're disgusting, dirty, deplorable, gross wild animals. We just keep pressing it.
Rocks and trees don't move, dude.
I know, but like that's what I'm saying. Dumb animals.
We fuck anything, even things that don't move.
Exactly. Look, people are supposed to be normal now and they're having sex with fruit. So I don't want to hear about how
yeah.
But I'm just saying that we look at these people that go out into public naked and start banging a watermelon like they're crazy. No, they just accepted their animal instincts. They just accepted that they are wild animals and that there's no glossing over, there's no educating, there's no nothing. Because eventually, when you take all the shit away, all the clothing, all the lights, all the everything, all the pampering, everything, take it all away. We're wild fucking animals running around banging everything that moves.
Yes, but you can't say that like the person that goes into a grocery store and fucks a watermelon's not crazy because they're crazy.
Maybe they are crazy, or maybe they just figured it out, or maybe they're just tired of the whole deal. Maybe they're like, you know what? I'm tired of going half my life chasing down some stupid female who's not really interested in anything I'm interested in anyway, you know, just so I can stick it in the holiest of holes. So why not just go to a fucking grocery store, fuck it, poke a hole, bang a watermelon, walk away. You got what you needed.
Well, but see, the people that want to bang a watermelon, they buy it and take it home and fuck it. They're not crazy. The people that do it in the store are crazy.
No, well, I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't consider myself crazy. You're not crazy. You've never fucked a watermelon, so there's got to be something off.
How do you know, dude? How do you know that I mean, I never have, but how do you know? That's assuming a lot.
If I start fucking cantaloupes, you best be worried.
Well, I would hope you wouldn't tell me.
It's me.
Actually, I changed my mind. If you start to sell fucking fruits, tell me and make sure it's on one of these.
No. You know, our people don't get to, you know, like that. No.
What? No.
I'm sure there's things that you do that you don't want anyone to know.
I basically admit to everything I have done and do. I don't withhold anything
You
because I don't
never,
do anything.
ever admitted to fucking the sleeve of your jacket or blasting a load into a pair of socks.
Oh, I've never fucked the sleeve of a jacket, but I've blown loads in socks. Who hasn't? But yeah, dude, there's nothing really that I haven't admitted or that I wouldn't admit. Because one, I don't do anything. I mean, like, I don't do anything. 16-year-old kid.
16-year-old kid. Yeah, well, you know.
See, this is the conversations we need to be having on these things and not just bitching about fucking gobble-necked fucking politicians and stuff. This is the stuff people want to hear. Us talking about fucking socks and sleeves and stuff.
Brute.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll get us our 29.9.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get into that for the Chronicles because I wrote down a few topics because some, can't think of stuff to talk about. But yeah, I saw Rhett and Link were number 4 and they make 20 million. And I'm like, so that's 2 dudes and their whole entire staff and a building and like all this stuff with that money. And then there's number 1 kid, 30 million, just opening up boxes.
He opens up boxes?
He does unboxing videos with toys. Like I've never watched any of his videos, but it's he says unboxing, so he unboxes toys.
Oh.
But like, yeah, so it's like that's craziness, dude. All that money is basically just going blah right into his parents' thing. Rent and Lake, they have to pay for rent at a studio, like all of this staff, all of this other stuff, and this kid's just like.
Well, yeah, but actually, the parents are the ones that are.
Well, yeah.
Taking the gold pieces, because
we can get to that in the Chronicles, but
Livs watches these shows, some of these channels. It's like 2 parents, got the kids and everything. And like they're living in a $400,000 home. They got a fucking pool with a grotto. They got like cars and dune buggies, and they're living the life. They're Disney Worlding it up. You know what I mean? So they're basically a Disney commercial the whole way through their fucking thing. And they got all that money by exploiting those 2 kids. Because when they started, the kids were too young to even know they were on camera. They were just like, and they're like, here, put a toy in front of them. And they're like, money. And now the kids are older and they had to explain to them, like, Mommy and Daddy are making bank. And someday we just might send you off to college and not piss it away on Dad's bad investments. None of these kids are getting that money. They're too young to have it. So just like child actors, the parents are holding on to the money and doing whatever the fuck they want with it. Like the Macaulay Culkin brothers or whatever. The Culkin brothers, they didn't get to keep their money. It all went to their parents. But wasn't there a story about their parents that were like the dad or something was doing some crazy shit with the money or whatever?
I think so. But whatever, we can get into that later. Because I am basically ready to start talking about this weirdness.
If we want to make money, we better start getting stock puppets. Like I said, I'll exploit Livs, let her play with some toys, we'll make bank, and we'll take that money and we'll transfer it over to Worst Food. Not all of it, you see. I'm still going to have to build that pool and grotto.
But anyway, I'm ready.